Wonderful followers and subscribers of Holy Ghost Son, have you heard? As I speak to you, Pablo Escober has already taken the move to strip Vice President Shettima of immunity. The reason is because he doesn't want him to be his running mate in 2027. Now, he wants more room he can use to deal with him. He's not stopping there. He's extending it to your state. He wants to strip your state governor of immunity. You understand? So that he'll be able to do undo. Listen to me. We're going to be reading the news now. We'll read it now. After reading it, I'm going to be right back to unveil to you. Don't go anywhere. To unveil to you how you want to strip your immunity and your state government. It's an interesting video. But please, if you are fed up of this shenanigans of Pablo Escober, okay, you've got to for like this video. You got to share it so that the world can see this video. Do you understand what I'm saying? Because we have been saying Tinubu is power drawn, but the world has to really know. You understand? At least, I'll be right back. Let me stop here. According to Punch newspaper, state opposed bill seeking immunity removal from vice president, governors, deputies. State government have voiced strong opposition to a bill in the House of Representatives seeking to remove the constitutional immunity shading governors, deputy governors, and the vice president from prosecution for crimes. The bill, which has passed its second reading, aims to amend Section 308 of the 1999 Constitution, retain immunity for the president while stopping it from other top executive office holders. On Wednesday, at plenary, the House, presided over by the Deputy Speaker Benjamin Kalu, passed the bill through a second reading. The passage paved the way for its transmission to the House Committee on Constitutional Review for further legislative action. The proponents of the bill, including its sponsor Solomon Bob, argued that removing immunity will strengthen the fight against corruption and enhance accountability. However, state office and legal experts warned that such a move could lead to politically motivated lawsuits, distraction from governance, and instability in state administration. The immunity clause enshrined in Section 308 of the Nigerian Constitution protects the president, governors, and their deputies from legal proceedings while in office. The provision has been in place to prevent distractions and ensure that elected leaders focus on governance without threat of litigation. However, the proposed amendment seeks to retain immunity only for the president, Pablo Escober Tinubu, while allowing vice president, governors, and deputy governors to face prosecution for alleged misconduct while still in office. Oyo State Commissioner for Justice and Attorney General Abiodun Akomo said scrapping off immunity by the National Assembly would affect developmental projects across the state. In an interview with The Punch in the border, the state capital, Akomo, explained that scrapping immunity would distract the executive arm of government from its function. He said the concern was that if these officials were held criminally responsible for actions taken while in office, they would be distracted from performing their duties. That's why the Constitution has given them immunity from prosecution. He added, in law making, even when you go to court and the court is going to interpret the provision of any law, it looks at what is the mischief in society which the law was introduced to cure. So if someone in an executive office, instead of distracting that person from doing his work by taking him to court and prosecuting him, the law will say just concentrate on what you are doing. In 4 or 8 years, the work will be over and you can be asked to come and account for your deed. Laying that foundation, I honestly do not think immunity should be scrapped. His Ogun State counterpart, Mr. Oluwasina Ogungbadesand, said the move by the House of Representatives will not enhance the fight against corrupt public officials. Ogungbade said that if If perchance the House succeeded in pulling through with the bill, it would only encourage a rash of politically motivated allegations of corruption and wrongdoing. He said, I also hope that the removal of immunity for only the proposed will not lead to a rash of politically motivated allegations of corruption and wrongdoings to achieve an unjust and illegal removal from office of elected officials. The Justice Commissioner said he had read the report and wondered why the bill chose to spare the president. See what I'm saying? Wonder why the bill chose to spare the president, but went after the governors and deputies, even vice president. He said if the immunity clause would be removed at all, it should apply to the president too. That's what I said. Okay, it should apply to the president too. I have also read reports about the proposed amendment. My first reaction is to question why the removal is proposed to be limited only to those mentioned. Why is the president not included? If immunity is to be removed, then it has to apply to all elected officials without exception. However, I am doubt that the proposed removal will have any meaningful impact on the fight against corruption, he said. The Ogun AG was, however, quick to add that it was the complete revamp of the criminal justice system, including the investigative techniques and procedures of the major crime agencies, that could help to give the corruption fight a bite and not the removal of the immunity clause. I am aware that the moment persons who once occupied those offices and have been out of office for years are either still under investigation or prosecution. Why is this so? The point is that the immunity clause is really not the problem. If we cannot investigate and prosecute people when they are out of office, what assurance is there that we will be able to do so while they are still in office, enjoying all the powers and influence that come with that office? My take is that we must simply have a complete revamp of the criminal justice system, including investigative techniques and procedures of a major crime agencies, he added. Defending the bill, Bob representing Ayoda East Obwa Odwa, Federal Constituency of Rivers State, in an executive interview with the Punch in December 2024, said the removal of the immunity clause for the concerned public office holders would need a less corrupt society. With this bill, we want to see a less corrupt society, a less lawless, reckless society, and a less undisciplined place. We must do away with this notion that we can go after these people when they leave office. What the hell is that? If people know that they can be pursued while in office, they will be more careful with their actions. It is counterintuitive to think that we have to wait until they finish their attempts to take action against them, he said. Bob also argued that if the vice president becomes president, even in an acting capacity, he can be entitled to the same immunity that the president has. But as vice president, he doesn't need it. Governor don't need it. The deputy governor do not need it, because in the first place, how do you give immunity to people who don't need it? The thing we permit in this country are not necessary at all. We need to think through these things, analyze them, and tell ourselves the truth. In the proposed amendment, a new subsection 3 is inserted into section 308. Section 3, this section applies to a person holding the office of the president of the Federal Republic of Nigeria and the vice president only when acting as president in line with section 145 of this constitution. 4. The foregoing provisions of the section shall be applicable where the shall be inapplicable where the persons to whom this section applies is acting in an unofficial capacity, or where the conduct of the power of the person is beyond the powers of the office, or the conduct is criminally nature. Guys, I have to stop here. It's too long, please. Let me do my analysis. I know you may be asking, how is Tinubu single-handedly want to strip Vice President Shettima of immunity? Now, number one, he's the one behind this bill. Remember, he has the National House of Assembly, House of Rep, they are in his pocket. Firstly, if this bill now, follow me closely, please. If this bill now he has gone past through first reading, if you go through second reading, right, it will not go to the Senate, it will not go to the presidency. And like you know, this is going to go through, except God stop it. Remember, let me start from that of Shettima before I go to the governors. Now, you remember the house that they built for him, right? In Abuja, now that 25 billion or so they spent on his house. He refused to go there. The reason he refused to go there is because, according to him, Pablo Escober, you understand, he said that they put some gadgets, you understand, to monitor his move. That's number one. So there's already issue. There's a code WARO between both of them. So now, once he stripped him of, remember that time, there was a time when Obasa wanted to deal with Atiku. He could not, because they both had immunity. Now, Pablo Escober is power drunk. You understand? He want to do undo. Let me go to that of the governors. Imagine now, Fubara that had immunity, Pablo Escober, against the cry of all the people that matter in Nigeria, he ignored them. He kicked, he sacked. Sacked an elected governor, replaced him. You understand? And now, they want to, that's a governor had immunity. Imagine a governor doesn't have immunity. Any lieutenant, he will send the FCC, send the political bureaus I call. He will send them to go after the governor. You understand what I'm trying to say? Anyone that doesn't do his bid, do his wish, you want to take them back to the office. As it stands, the power that the executive hold, the president, is too much. Go to America, go to another state. Every governor of their state, they are like the president of their state. That is how Nigeria is summer pattern. Summer, use the word summer pattern. Are you guys understanding me? So the power is too much. Any government, so he can send the DSA, can send FCC. What me I will say is this: they should make it compulsory that government, as soon as they leave office, right, they should, for 1 year, they should go through prosecution. They prosecute, they don't know if they had, while they were in office, if they embezzle money. They cannot be able to leave the country. That is my opinion. To last said, you want to strip. You see, if governor and vice president must be stripped of immunity, then let the president be stripped of immunity. Let's balance it. If governor, if president must be stripped of immunity, then let the president himself be stripped of immunity. That's my take. What's your take on these Nigerians? As I'm telling you, he's one behind this bill. The guy is manly, is drawn with power. Pablo Escobar is not ready to wear the one mark for them. I'm telling you the truth. Please like this video and please share. Let the world say thank you. He will television already is rated as the most corrupt leader in the world. Okay, so now share this video. It's small things we are doing like that is making them to take record. Share this video till it gets to them as well. Thank you.